If you know Greg Dillon, you know why that's possible, why that crazy story is possible, because one of the most positive and kind human beings we've ever met just made people feel special. His ability to touch people in that way is why this program has had so much success. Greg recruited Hall of Fame level student athletes worldwide, from St. Joseph to New Mexico to Malaysia times 10. More importantly, he recruited Hall of Fame human beings. And I think when that's not an exaggeration. When you look on the Hall of Fame wall in the back of that room, there are Griffin golfers on the Hall of Fame wall who are not yet in the Hall of Fame, but who will be. And that's all under Greg Dillon. 2 of his former student athletes are now coaching at the NCAA Division I level, and it all comes down to the fact of good people attract good people. I say all this now because Greg will not say it about himself, but at the age of 66, he's decided to retire. Happy birthday, too, last week. They say leave it better than you found it, Greg. Greg Dillon did just that. So I would like to invite Greg, since he wouldn't say any of this about himself, to come to the podium and say a few words.
Thanks, Ryan. Where to start? My time here has just been, I can't say enough good things about Missouri Western and St. Joe and the Griffin family. Kathy and Mike, you left me with some great programs, great players. I just hope that we were able to keep the line moving more than anything with regard to keeping Griffin golf special, and it is truly special. For those of you that, I think the biggest thing is when a new coach comes in and, that you come to a team that's not doing very well, that's kind of an easy turnaround. The hard one is following up with good players and good traditions and good coaches. That's by far much more pressure to me. And that was what we inherited in 2013. These programs were great long before I got here. You had a great coach in Mike and Kathy Habermill. You had Brad Nursky, one of the best amateur players. Matt's teams going consistently to NCAA postseason play, and Mike has actually taken the men's team to a national championship. And I can't say enough about the guidance that he's done for me in situations that I needed some advice on. And coupled with the alumni now, you look at what is going to be Griffin golf in the future. It's very, very bright. The only reason that, as we get older and age catches up with us, you have family issues and you have, just the being able to keep up with everything, and I'm hitting that point, and I think that's a good point to where it's time we look at making a transition more than anything else. The thing that I'm going to miss most is a couple things. Is walking into the athletic department every day with a group of coaches, past and present, group of administrators, past and present, that are striving to do the best that they can with what they got. And my short term now with the new athletic director, Andy Carter, I can tell you that we're in good hands. And he's going to make sure that we're going to continue with all sports in that situation. I've been blessed before Andy, with 3 great ADs, and Kurt McGuffin and Josh Looney and Teresa Grossbach. And each one of them, through thick and thin, has always been there to support our golf programs. And I think the biggest thing is they've always put us in a position to win more than anything else. And then I'm very proud to have worked with Brett Easley. Brett, the best thing I can tell you is after watching you, for those of you that don't know, Brett is the official starter for NCAA Division II men's and women's golf. And if you ever watch him announce the players as they go off the first tee, just look on Facebook or YouTube and take a look at what he does. You know, Brett, you epitomize what it is, what an honor it is to make sure that your teams get to a postseason event in the NCAA. And it's truly been my honor and my privilege to work for you here more than anything else. And you will be missed, all of you. With that being said, you know, it's not too much else other than I'm going to go back to the home course that I grew up on, and I'm going to be the head golf professional, and I'm going to be the main teacher. And things will probably slow down a little bit for me, but my love for St. Joe and the Griffins will always be here, a special place in my heart, all of you. And from the sidelines, if there's anything in the future that I can do, if you need anything, I will always be there. And all I can say is, where did all the time go? It went by fast. And to the new coach coming in, he's going to be lucky. He or she is going to be lucky. You know what Mr. Craig has done out at the St. Joe Country Club, for all of you that have not looked at it, the facilities out there and what he's done is remarkable. Is utmost of we're going to be on a ground floor of something that's very, very special. And the driving range, all the amenities that he's put out there, and I can't say enough good things about what Mr. Craig is doing out there for, especially for St. Joe and for Griffin Golf and for MWSU in itself. Our alumni, from Brad, Matt, I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done. Having Bryce Garnett on the tour, I can tell you it makes the recruiting a lot easier. And that says something because, you know, in division, you get a lot in recruiting. You get a lot of parents that tell you, well, you got to be a Division I player to go professional. And that's wrong. All you got to do is look at Missouri Western and see all of the, whether it be golf or whether it be football or whatever, there's a lot of people that have gone into influential positions in sports that have come from the Division II level simply because of the pride that you have here with the Griffin family. So with that, I'm just going to open it up to questions and just tell you a big heartfelt thank you for everything that you've done for me and my family.
Questions? I guess kind of starting with your decision to make now the right time. What kind of went into that for you? And I guess, is there ever really a right time?
It's not. There's never really a right time. You know, one of the big things was the fact that, you know, I have my mother's still living. She's well past 90. She's 94, and my wife's mother is past 90. And you're only going to have those people around for a little bit, and I want to make sure that I get to spend some time with her before it's too late, more than anything else. Age had a lot to do with it. You know, you start looking at, gosh, I've got to get this done. I've got to get this done. I've got to get this done, and you just don't. And you don't want to be in a position where you give up on anything more than anything else. And I think that right now, especially with what's going on here with Missouri Western, the ground floor. You know, it's the best time for me to go as far as keeping the traditions alive. But you know, knowing full well that we did our best to try to make things as good as possible here. Can't say enough about the student athletes, how proud I am of all their efforts more than anything else. Not only on the golf course, but in the classroom also. I mean, we you know, every team has struggles with GPA, and, you know, we certainly had ours, but we were able to motivate kids to do well in the classroom. And, you know, it's a constant up and down, but we still got it done more than anything else. And I just think that it's going forward, it's probably age is the biggest thing that made the decision.
Looking forward to the next head coach from a recruiting standpoint, and then just developing golfers throughout the year. What is the development of this mean to the future of the program, as well as from a recruiting?
Yes, it's keeping the kids busy. The toughest time in golf is from about January 17th, when the kids get into March 1st, and you're just constantly fighting weather. And, you know, we have the JISC, and God bless that place is such a great place, but it can get very hectic in there, and this just takes a lot of stress off of us. Okay, if we got our facility there where we can go in, that's going to afford more time for other sports to utilize the JISC more than anything else. And you know, we still will be using, hopefully can use the JISC a little bit, because it's such a great tool for wedge shots from 50, 60 yards on in. But, you know, now with the simulator, we can really get to work on as far as, and the kids and the recruits, this is a facility that they're all of them use right now. It's pretty basic if you go anywhere. And the data that we're going to be getting, the help that they're going to be able to use, the self-improvement to quickly analyze a swing, change things, and keep them where they're really grinding on being good, will be able to will be such a big asset more than anything else. And the other thing is it's golf's little clubhouse more than anything else. And it's just another preparation of trying to get everybody ready to go. Can't thank you enough, Matt, for all the help that you've given us, both you and Todd Michalski, and all the donors. But Matt and Todd really have been behind the scenes helping with just getting everything off the ground, and it's been special.
I feel like in your 9 years, you've obviously, even just recently, had a good amount of local talent stay home to play golf, given the season that Jeffrey had. How do you feel like you've impacted recruiting at the local level and just getting kids from Northwest Missouri who want to play golf to stay here?
Yeah, that's a great question. I've always been an advocate that you recruit your backyard. You don't let people come into your backyard. You got a good player, and we've had a couple good players that we've lost, but we've lost them to D1 programs. But being able to put our local kids, I'm going to say Northwest Missouri, and being able to put them with our international kids, to me, it's fun to watch that competition grow, and it's fun to watch how they compete with each other. And, you know, competition is good. Everything that we've tried to do is just to promote competition. And that level, you may be good in your own backyard, but, you know, let's see how you do up against an international foe more than anything else. So that combination has always been special to me.